Hello guys, welcome back to Stellaris. My name is Chrome Drake. Still got a stinking head cold, so you're gonna have to deal with me sounding snuffly and snorty for a little bit longer, I'm afraid. Sucks to be you, but hey, what we must do for the galaxy. In this episode we're going to be building up our fleets, and hopefully we'll be taking the fight to the interstellar Larango state and dissuading them from certain very poor ideals, some very poor choices that they made. So without further ado, let's get to that. Last episode at the end I began to queue up some Corvettes, and they are currently inferior let's try that again. They're currently inferior to us in fleet power and naval capacity, though the tech level is equivalent. So we're just sort of skipping ahead of them at the moment. Not by a massive amount though, so we are still going to need to be careful as we go about doing this. Now, our construction ships don't really have a job to do. We're establishing another colony, I believe, in Core. And that'll be happening any moment, as soon as this ship works its way over there. But I don't want to build any more research stations just until we've got the energy sort of slightly sorted out. I'm sure you guys understand. We're currently running a bit of a deficit, but like I said, I need some energy to sort my planets out with the tile blockers. Okay, so we've got some interesting stuff happening there. Survey that system for me, there's a good chap. Alright, so you guys are going all the way around, that's great. Now I'm going to want you to come back to Rex Primalis. Where are we? There we go. And we're going to join our fleets, make a big ball of death, which is what seems to happen in the early game, and hopefully take the fight to Rongo as soon as our other ships are built. And I've also realised, maybe I've actually... Have I boobed slightly here? Have I actually screwed up? Because these Corvettes are done, but what I have forgotten is potentially that we might need to upgrade some more of our ships. Let's see. Yep, I've slightly screwed that up, so we are going to sort this out. Much more evasion, that's great. We are...
Construction complete.
Hang on a minute. I was researching combat rolls, so that's going to take 25 months. Complete. We might be okay without that. Alright, let's just pause the game while I sort this out. So, we've got fusion reactors. And the thrusters take a lot of oomph, they take a lot of power usage. I'm just thinking, it would actually be... You know what? The lasers only do slightly more damage, but they do plus 50% armor penetration. I'm actually going to slap another laser onto these ships. And while I'm at it then, can I do this? I can! Excellent, right. That is a significant upgrade. So as soon as all our ships are built, unfortunately I'm not going to have to invest more credits on upgrading them all. Yeah, sure. You can research that. I'll be very happy if you do. Our science ship over here, you can go and resurvey all of these lovely systems with nothing hostile in them. Isn't that nice? I think so. Okay, we've got our wayfinders over here. Just merge our fleets together. So we've received a communique from the previously unknown spacefaring empire that calls themselves the Themlar Star Commonwealth. Ew, interesting. I speak on behalf of the Themlar Star Commonwealth. We are a democratic nation committed to upholding the individual freedoms of our citizens in a galaxy full of alien horrors. Our elected leader, President Uvko, warns you not to interact with our citizens or approach our space. They sound very suspiciously like xenophobe isolationists. I think we're going to say love is friendship set to music, Themlari, but we're going to say it in a sort of an insistent way rather than a pieced out way, you know? Just really trying to rub that point into them in a passive aggressive format. Right, okay, let's get all of our Corvettes upgraded. Energy signature. The Rex Lorad Faldo has picked up a strange energy signature coming from somewhere deep inside the atmosphere of Eartheus 4. It appears to originate from a structure of some kind, possibly the remains of an orbital station. but the atmospheric pressure makes it impossible to approach. Nevertheless, scans of the unique signature have yielded a large amount of valuable physics data. Well, hey, I'm not going to sniff at that at all. We're doing quite well. Oh god, look, by the time I've actually got my ships upgraded... oh well, never mind. Never mind. 26 to 31, I am actually going to build the 5 more ships that I need. Who's not upgrading? You or not? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah. Didn't have quite enough energy credits. Minerals, beg your pardon, but there you go.
Anomaly found.
I will research this. See what's happening over here. It's looking pretty bleak and barren at the moment.
Construction complete.
Okay, we've got some ships that have been upgraded. I'm going to have you merge. And they'll be going in for an upgrade right now as well. That's good. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Look, they are very much there. They're very much classed as inferior at this point. As soon as our ships are upgraded and we got our last ships built, we're going to be declaring war. Lights out in the mines. We have found an old mining station around planet Kipperlin 1, drifting in orbit. It was surely used to mine the planet of its resources, but by whom remains a mystery. The technology within the station is very close to our own. We should be able to take hold of the station and have it up and running in no time, or we could always scrap it for parts. Oh, well, to be honest with you, my mineral income is so high right now, that would normally be okay, but with the +3 permanent energy, I'm having that, yes please, that would be very nice. Let's just do a bit of a once-over of our planets. We're not doing too badly.
System survey complete.
Not doing too badly. I'm just going to keep this as food until we got the rest of the tiles here sorted out. And I will turn these into science buildings ultimately, but actually, you know what? I can do that one right now. 20%, that's the best we're going to get. Right, okay, let's build a basic science lab. More science is good science.
Research complete.
How many ships have we got here? We've got 2. Right, so they're still building ships in Maya. Our naval capacity has been extended, but we're not going to use that just at the moment. Border range plus 10%. Ship upkeep minus 20%. Ship repair speed's not bad, actually. I would actually quite like crew quarters. That seems like a good idea to me. Salty. The sodium levels have risen. Science ship Rex Lorod Kundex came up short with regards to its original mission of investigating possible activity on the frozen surface of Kipperlin 3A. There is seemingly nothing of note but ice and rock. However, Science Officer Rexiced, a self-proclaimed gourmet chef and history buff, claims to have made an important discovery. A chemical compound found in the surface ice layers in several regions of Kipperlin 3A is allegedly, supposedly, closely related to Remoran stellar salt, an ingredient integral to many traditional Remoran dishes and thought extinct on Mechatol. Good God, we've used it all up, guys. What has the world come to? It has long been speculated that Remoran stellar salt was never native to our homeworld, but was brought to the surface by some meteorite impacts in the distant past. The science officer's discovery on Kipperlin 3 lends some credence to this theory, though Rexiced leans heavily on the properties described in ancient cookbooks predating modern chemistry to prove the saline connection. Whether the salt analysed and synthesised actually tastes like the Remoran stellar salt of old is ultimately of little consequence. Just the idea of traditional foods now possessing more historically accurate flavour profiles is bound to stimulate both the Remoran economy and palate. Savoury. The spice must flow, guys. The spice must flow. The salty modifier added for 60 months, giving happiness plus 5%. That's very nice. Shame I couldn't have got that when we conquered these guys, in all honesty, but I'll live. Alright, so these guys are actually trying to upgrade themselves in the same starbase, which isn't necessarily brilliant, so I'm actually going to have them go up here.
Ships upgraded. Construction
Never mind. My other ships just got finished upgrading. Okay. How are we doing now? Power's going to be good. I'm quite happy to get more power. this can actually be upgraded into a planetary administration building, which is totally worth. That's totally worth it.
Ships upgraded. Construction complete.
And you're migrating to Mechatol in 30 months. Well, fair enough then, mate, if you go in. We need more food on this planet, though. You know, screw the science. The science is nice, but we need more food. And temporarily... Oh no, actually I can put you here. That's fine. Okay. It is time to merge the fleets. We've got a few more Corvettes that we could build, and indeed we probably are going to build those while we're going to war.
Research complete.
Our energy credits are currently at 0. Basic combat rolls have been researched. UV lasers. Ooh. Yes, please. That would be nice. Energy credits have been researched. We're currently kind of hovering around negative energy here. Like I said, we could really, really do with the solar panel tech, but for now we're going to ignore it. We are simply going to go to war. So let's get our fleet into position. We will put them into position around Isom. No, we're not going to worry about this for the time being. So, Rongo, me old chums, let us declare war, and now we are going to inform you that you are going to be ceding your planets to us. We could vassalize, but I think a sterner hand is needed to try and tease them out of their radical ways. This could end up backfiring horribly. We'll find out. So, let's go to war. The Rex Mori-Loranga War, I'm going to take this down to normal speed for the duration. But this war should, honestly, guys, be over pretty damn quickly. I'm just going to build on the surface of Mechatol a few armies that we might just need. Yep, 4 will do. Here we go. We can already see their fleet in Obnol. And I must admit, their fleet is not exactly massive. We'll go and wipe those out, and then everything should be fine. But this war will not be a long war at all. As soon as we take care of their space stations, if we just even remotely brush against their planet, they should surrender immediately. It's just the way the AI seems to work. I've noticed that one thing I have seen from the multiplayer games and everything else, and we're about to go into battle here. They're about to go into core, so these guys should... Yep, they're going to go into core themselves and do some damage. One thing I have noticed is that unless you have a lot of alliances or federations, the wars in this tend to be pretty damn simplistic. Perhaps too much so, honestly. Oh no, they didn't actually change their course. You daft git. But when I saw the Stellaris multiplayer stream, that was pretty amazing. The warfare there was pretty awesome. Unfortunately, the AI, as of yet, is not quite up to it, but hey, it's a Paradox title. It will be, guys. That's the beautiful thing about this. It will be fine. Look how much faster our fleet is now we've actually got those thrusters on. And they've also got blue lasers. So our shields are going to be protecting us a little bit. We are going to lose a couple of Corvettes here. I don't think anybody expected anything different from that. But they're now actually jumping out of the system. And we are going to harass them. There we go, harass. We're going to harry them. We're going to make sure that they don't get any room to breathe. And we're going to build some more Corvettes when we can. Where have they jumped to? Yeah, they're trying to get away from us as fast as possible at this point, and oddly enough, if I actually did have the hyperdrive tech, this would be a great time to use it. I'm tempted, actually, to split my fleets, but I think they might actually be going to Rongo. Yeah, it looks like they're going to Rongo to hang out around their starbase. So that's the thing. We should still be fine, though. No, I hope this cold shifts soon. I'm really getting a bit pissed off with it. Alright, let's take these guys over here and sort out this fleet. Larongia, you shall be ours before long. You're trying to repair, lads? That's not going to happen, is it? As their starbase has only got red lasers, we don't really care about that too much. And our blue lasers should currently be mincing through their hulls.
system survey.
Yeah, they do actually have a bit of armor on their hulls, but our blue lasers will basically be cutting that in half. So, although we are going to lose a couple of ships here, we're not going to lose many at all. Oh, this. Devastation. And now their starbase is going to go. And that'll probably be that. I doubt they've actually got a starbase around Karazit at the moment. Oh no, they built one! Okay, so a research thing just ended at the same time. The director of the Museum of Exobiology on Mechatol has issued a request for the procurement of several live alien specimens. These creatures were spotted on surveyed habitable worlds, but they are difficult to capture. It will require the full resources of a science ship for a lengthy period of time. We will gather these specimens. Basically, we just get a lot of society research as we go and do that. So, from our fleet, I think we might have only lost 1 or 2 ships. And we've just... This is not the time, Holy Geomar Union! Oh wow, it's a flump. That's amazing. I bring greetings from revered Elder Newval, the elected leader of the Holy Geomar Union. We believe in the right of all sentient beings to fulfill their individual spiritual needs, and we trust that an enlightened species such as yourselves share this sentiment. Love is friendship's sect to music, Geomari. Is it not, everybody? Is it not? Alright, we've already built up 60% war score. We're going to go in onto this planet here, onto Larangia, and we're going to start the bombing. Like I say, I really don't think they're going to have a starbase anywhere else, so we'll just wait for our armies to appear. And they're actually quite well fortified. Ish. So, do I want a few more armies? I might want a few more. We're just going to... As soon as our minerals tick round, we'll just get a couple more armies. In fact, while I'm at it, let's do it this way. Okay, we found an anomaly. Yeah, sure, you can research that, not an issue. We'll just give our science ships a bit of TLC and get them to go and survey some systems. Tundra, everything. Oh, there's a Gaia world here. Ooh. Armies have done... Alright, we'll have to see what that Gaia world's like. I mean, it's a bit risky to set close to these guys, but it could be interesting. No! Oh no! Where? Where's that happened? Ah, we've lost a leader on our science ships. Okay, hang on. Everything is going at once. But we've lost a leader on one of our science ships. However, we have victory against the interstellar Larango state. We are forced to surrender, but don't think we will forget how callously you took Larango lives. This is exactly what we expected from your kind. Ah, shut up, xenophobe. The best possible outcome. So we've actually won. Both these planets have been ceded to us, and they have now flipped. Brilliant stuff. We've actually got something for our science ships to do over here. Speaking of which, just before we get to that, before I forget, we need new scientists, guys. I kind of prefer survey speed overall right now, so we're going to get you, and we are going to assign you hither. There we go. Right, now then, you, I want you to come back here, because the thing is, we may have taken these systems from these guys, but the problem is, we actually don't know what on earth is here. Because these guys have not been kind enough to tell us this. You know, I mean, we've conquered them, they're not being any help to us, but we have conquered them nevertheless. Let's have a little look at these planets, see what was going on here. So, these guys are a tropical race, and we're going to need to be a bit careful now, because they absolutely bloody hate us with a fiery burning passion. So, what can we do about this? So, we are going to get factions that are going to pop up very, very soon. And we really don't have anything that can boost their happiness on a planetary edict level. I don't know if we've got anything on a government edict level. Let's see. Not yet. No, we don't. Okay, so what is our leader limit? We got 7 out of 10. Interesting, interesting. So, Gutha, you are the second world that they colonized. A lot of research, probably more than I actually want to make use of there, if I'm being perfectly honest. some decent minerals-ish. Some food that's not too bad. It's a bit of a crap planet. Larangia was their homeworld, so that's decent. We just need to somehow get them on side, because currently you can see that their modifiers, they're recently conquered, minus 25%, and we are alien overlords. And basically we are alien overlords because they are xenophobes, I believe. Yep, they're xenophobes. So, as far as they're concerned, we're always going to be completely horrible to them. Now, we could release them as a vassal and get them on side that way, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. If the factions get too bad, I might have to do that. So, first things first, I want some planetary governors. We're not into slavery, thank you very much. None of these guys are going to really do what I want them to. I'm going to grab him and slap him on Gutha. Wow, really? My governor on Mechatol is all about slavery. What on earth is going on there, mate? That just slipped in and I didn't see it. So we get a plus 2% happiness bonus. I mean, it's not amazing. It's not exactly going to tip the balance at all yet, but we'll find out what happens. So there you go, war has been won. Now then, the other thing is, we are currently over our planetary cap. Now, I could put these systems into a sector all of their very own. But basically, it's an administrative thing. It's also to cut down on micromanagement. As your empire gets too large, you basically can't govern everything. I mean, it's crazy, right? I mean, let's face it, if our world was completely taken over with our current technology levels, it would be completely unfeasible for one person to rule from one central seat of power. It wouldn't work, so we have to delegate. And this is where sectors actually come into play. Now, the thing is, I also don't want to create a sector just yet until we know what's in this system at the very least. We'll create sectors... No, I don't want to... Wow, that's awkward. I'll create sectors out of these planets, and that will ease the strain on me. So they still belong to our empire, but there will be sort of an AI governing the whole thing. I wonder if... can I actually reassign this guy to the sector? I don't know if he will give his bonus to that sector. I'm not sure. Anyway, we're not going to tax them, we're going to let them build up an infrastructure. Taxing them at this juncture would be a bit crap. And we also have to decide whether or not we want them to go for a financial focus, which is credits, a research focus, which is obviously research, industrial, which is to get us more minerals, or military, which is where they technically, if I'm correct about this, will build military stations and you get armies. I think. Yeah, defensive stations are generating the minerals and energy credits needed to build and maintain them. So they basically will put defensive stations everywhere. That seems to be pretty pointless just at the moment. Let's get these guys... Yeah, we'll set them on an industrial focus for now. Okay. Now then. Yeah, there we go. Our terrain has expanded. We don't need to be in the sector thing anymore, thank you very much. Our sort of area of effect has expanded. I'm actually going to put my science, this guy in particular, he can go on evasive at this point. I'm also curious...
Construction complete.
Right, so we do have quite a bit of threat with these guys, but that will go down over time. So we need to be a little bit cautious about how we expand from this point onwards. Right, you guys, I am going to want to just bring back to Mechatol. I want you to repair, and more to the point, as long as they're orbiting Mechatol, they will be doing less, so they won't be hitting our economy as hard. I'm going to put a Corvette assembly yard on Mechatol. I'm also going to put one on Foxrod. Foraxod, sorry, my mistake. Actually, do those cost... I didn't actually see. Do these cost maintenance? They do. I'll do that a bit later. We'll do that when we've got our... when we got everything sorted. So what next? We found some more... So the Holy Diomar Union and the Themlar Star Commonwealth are down here. I'll research this. And they have an embassy. They look like they're trying to improve relations with each other. So he's a xenophobe, pacifist, individualist. And you are a fanatic xenophile spiritualist. So in desperation to try and get some friends in the galaxy, this guy has got an embassy with the Themlar Star Commonwealth. Well, they're flumphs. Flumphs are a very friendly race. People need to understand this about flumphs. And incidentally, if you don't know where flumphs come from, it's a D&D term because I'm a hopeless geek. So there you go. The probability conundrum. We've gotten a report from Science Officer Dakalanix. It seems that a ceramic container is circling the star Serban. Most peculiar. It should obviously not be there, yet somehow it has managed to find its way into a close orbit. A special project can be issued to investigate the container and try to deduce how it ended up there. Surely this is a sign of the divine. And that's what our spiritualist ways have got to say about it. Oh, we could actually... I don't know if researching their debris will give us anything. Simply because they pretty much seem to have the same tech that we did. Where's Core? Core is down here, so... What was this? Oh, this was the pirate base. Okay, You know, as soon as he's finished surveying Uno, I'm just going to get him to do this project over here, and then we'll come back to these planets.
Anomaly found.
Yeah, you can research that, not a problem. And we do actually have a faction uprising. So the Gutha Sovereignty Resistance, and we have several things that we could do to try and quell this faction. We can grant independence, which effectively... I don't know if this makes them our vassal, or whether or not this just makes them an independent state. Not sure. We can suppress the media, or we can bribe leaders. Now, all of these are very costly actions, and I really can't afford the energy to do this at the moment. So we're just going to have to, unfortunately, see how this goes. Okay, fine, you've found nothing of interest. Fair enough, your displeasure is marked and noted. We're going to take you and we're going to research the debris here. And then we may as well come back and have you research the debris in Rongo. Hang on a minute. Did that work? Yeah, it did work, okay. Yeah, okay, so that's gaining popularity shockingly quickly.
System survey complete.
Perhaps I should have vassalized these guys. I think that might have been a smarter play. They received a communique from the Space Ring Empire calling themselves the Jaskavaz Sovereignty. Okay, oh, they're one-eyed parrot people. Wonderful. Attention, alien creatures. Unfortunately, I was chosen by Director Feathers of Gold to represent the Jaskavaz Sovereignty in all diplomatic dealings with your primitive civilization. We intend to unlock technologies your feeble minds cannot comprehend. Do not interfere. Our sacred arm shall not waver, Jaskavazi. Where have we located you? All the way over here. So basically, as you talk to other empires, they will talk about you with other people, in theory. This is the model. And they will, you know, and other empires further out in the galaxy will learn about you in return, and it's a bit of a give and take situation. Right, so what do we do? Do we try and quell this resistance? Once and for all. Because I got 13 pops, so yeah, there's pretty much every pop in the system is like, we want rebellion! Yeah, and that's probably going to happen on the next episode as well. We've got a few more minutes though, so we'll see whether or not it ticks up. It's basically ticking up. It's got a... Yeah, a 10% chance to gain 18.8% support every single month. So that's actually ticked... We've actually been unlucky. That's ticked up really, really quickly. Oh, nanocomposite materials. So that's armor, I think. So we didn't have the armor tech, and we've researched a bit of that from dealing with the debris.
System survey complete.
Oh, wow. Now then, these purple techs are rare. If we don't get these now, we might not get them ever again. Possibly. So we're going to have to see what happens. Now we've got two options here. We can... This genome mapping is nice. At the moment, not so necessary. Manifest Destiny. Border range plus 20%. I mean, I can't argue with it. It's nice. In fact, Furud is actually now in our border range as well. I hadn't seen that before. It's nice. Psy Warriors. Thing is, I mean, we're ready to take the fight to people and help them to achieve enlightenment. Army damage plus 10%, morale plus 15%. To be honest, this is clearly a mutation from the Divine. I mean, I really like this. We clearly have a psionic gift from the gods themselves. So that's where we're going to go with all of this, I feel. Yeah. So the Gutha Sovereignty Resistance, we are going to have to sort you out at some point. Has your threat lowered much? It's lowering. It is lowering a little bit. It looks like maybe 1 a month? Maybe? Not entirely sure. Find out about that later. Separatist right, yeah, there's civil unrest on blank, on unknown, has reached a boiling point and members of the Gutha Sovereignty Resistance have taken to the streets, looting and burning. Reports indicate that a major colony facility has been ruined. Bit of a bug there. And it looks like we've actually just popped that twice, so we need to have a look. Also, why are my sectors not in the outliner? Please fix this. I can minimize stuff if I need to. Honestly, it would be so good to have this fixed. Hang on. No. This is wrong. Gutha. Looks like the basic hydroponics farm has been ruined there. And over here in Rongo, things are getting damaged. Things are not working all that well. We have civil unrest on our hands, guys. Ah, energy credits, minerals, I will be having those. Thank you very much. But regardless, I think that's going to bring this particular episode to a close. So we're starting to enlighten the galaxy. We've started on our noble quest that, you know, we're starting on the way. The path that has been laid out before us. But it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy at all, as our recent ventures have basically shown us. So I hope you join me next time, and we'll try and sort out the rebellion here, which will no doubt be popping up, and trying to explore more of the galaxy and finding more guys that are hopefully just as enlightened as we are. My name's been Chrome Drake. Great health, good gaming, and goodbye for now. See you guys soon.